Hi guys, welcome to this week's Playdate. My name is Hannah Folger, and today we are reading Behind the Door by Megan Andra. The reading will be followed by a short discussion with the playwright. If you have any questions for the playwright, please post them in the comments below, and we may be able to get those answered. Let's introduce the readers.
Hi, my name is Bridget Pliff, and I'll be reading the stage directions.
Hi, I'm Kaeleigh Ayre, and I'll be reading for Kat.
Hello, I'm Eric Ray. I'll be reading for Gabe.
Hi, my name is Ciera Fredborg. I'm reading for Ayla.
Hi, my name is Xiam Webster, and I'll be reading for Marta.
And this is Behind the Door by Megan Andres. So, setting, Kat's place, periphery area, consisting of a standing mirror, chair with a purse and clothes draped over, and a small end table with a makeup case and cell phone on it. Marta's home. The impression that we are looking at inside of a house. Center stage is split vertically in half by the skeleton of a wall, no drywall. One side of the bone of the wall is a living room with a couch, and on the other is the impression of a kitchen. On the kitchen side leads to the unseen rest of the house. On the living room side is a doorway that leads to the outside. Gabe's apartment. Opposite periphery area, consisting of video game console and controller, pillows, blankets, bowls of popcorn, chips, wrappers, and beer cans. Act 1. Pre-show. Living room. Lights off. Marta, 56, is frozen. Hands over ears. Statue-like. Scene 1. Kat's place. Kat, 36, at the standing mirror, wears only a slip. She fills her belly with air, caresses it. After a moment, Kat lets out the air and gets dressed. During the following, Gabe's apartment. Gabe, 33. Scruffy, unwashed with a gaming headset on, sits on floor surrounded by pillows, blankets, beer bottles, playing a video game. Video game gun and explosion sounds.
They think they got us on the hook? Not even close.
Marta's home. Ayla, 20, enters with a bag of groceries.
Mom, bus was late, so I'm a bit behind.
Hey, don't pussyfoot around that shit, guy.
Gabe conducts aggressive moves on controller. Explosions. Ayla enters kitchen and puts down the groceries.
I Google mapped it. We have to leave in like 10 or we'll be late.
Where are you at?
Mom,
Don't just hide there like a joke.
I hope you're ready to go.
Kill the guy.
Did you hear me?
Don't just... Fuck.
Gabe slams controller down.
Mom,
What is this shit? Play?
I got your favorite cookies.
This is getting slaughtered. Shit is all you.
We can eat them on the way.
At least solo, I wouldn't have to really jerk off like you.
Mom,
Ayla exits into the back of the house.
Well, fuck you very much, asswipe.
Mom, answer me. Seriously, this isn't funny.
Seriously, survive without me then.
Gabe throws the headset and turns the console off. Gabe turns on the TV. Low hum of TV. Ayla re-enters the kitchen and dials her cell. A muffled ring sounds from the garbage can. Ayla opens a Ziploc bag filled with soggy pieces of bread and finds the phone and many pills. Kat's place. A car horn honks. Kat looks out window.
Shit.
Ayla grabs her phone and dials. Kat rushes to finish getting ready. Kat's phone rings. Kat checks it and hits ignore. She appraises her stomach in the mirror again.
Hi, Kat. It's Ayla. Please, can you call me? It's about Mom.
Ayla hangs up. A voicemail sound from Kat's phone. She looks at it for a moment. She puts the phone in her purse and exits. Ayla dials again. Gabe's phone rings. He answers.
Talk.
Gabe,
Yo.
it's Ayla.
No shit.
Don't be a jerk.
Well, hello to you.
Is your car working?
Why?
Mom's missing. I found her phone stuffed in a bag of bread with a bunch of her meds. I'm afraid that, well, it might be bad.
What do you want me to do about it?
I'll check the neighborhood, but if you can drive to her, usual spots.
I'm kind of busy.
Just please.
I can't.
I'll give you money for gas.
Can't you call Kat?
Did. No answer. Please, can you not be an asshole? Just help me find our mother.
Auntie's in a knot already. This'll be fun.
So you'll do it?
Under protest?
I'll leave gas money on the table, okay?
20 minutes.
Thank you.
And you owe me.
Whatever.
Searching for Loco. Super fun.
Ayla hangs up and puts money on the table. Gabe hangs up, cleans teeth with sleeve, chugs a beer before grabbing his keys. He exits. Ayla exits through the front door without seeing Marta. Scene 2. Marta's home. Gabe eats cookies in the kitchen and plays a game on his phone. Ayla storms in from outside.
Why are you still here?
What? I just got here.
I was down the street talking to the neighbors, so I saw when you arrived. You've been here for 20 minutes.
I was going. I just need a second. My back is shit right now.
Fine. Can I have your keys? You can stay here just in case she comes back.
No way am I giving you my keys.
This is serious. None of the neighbors have seen her since last week.
When's the last time you saw her?
2 weeks ago. We usually do bingo at the church on Thursdays, but I was cramming for midterm, so I canceled last week.
I'm assuming you talked to her since, though.
Sunday, but I was studying, so I didn't...
You didn't notice anything?
I don't know. She was warning me about campus guys, but I thought, and she talked about her neighbor watching her through the windows, but her neighbor is nosy, so I don't know. Other than that, she was quiet. I thought maybe depressed. This year hasn't been... It's been hard for both of us. Oh, God, this is all my fault.
This isn't all your fault. But you said this was under control.
I thought so. We had her meds sorted out after last time, but now the amount of pills I found, she could have been off for a month.
Fine. Call the cops. APB the shit out of it.
I can't. What if they lock her up again? I can't put her through that.
Last time was only, what, 3 days?
Last time she just mixed the wrong meds. She's been confused since my dad... And even the 3 days she was in there, she was miserable. She made me promise not to put her back in there.
It's too much, Ailes. Like, we told you. Like we told you then, she needs...
My dad said that it was up to me. She was relying on me, okay?
Kind of bullshit deathbed directive, if you ask me.
No one's fucking asking.
Ooh, putting on the big girl panties with the big F-bombs.
Shut up.
Fine. I can take a quick drive. Though I don't know how much good it'll do. Maybe clean up while I'm gone? It smells like death in here.
What?
It smells like...
Oh my God. What if she's here dead and I... Help me look.
For fuck's sake, it's a figure of speech.
Help me look.
Ayla exits into the house. Gabe goes to the living room.
Mom? Mom?
If she's dead, sure be difficult for her to respond.
Gabe turns on the light in the living room. He smells the air.
Sick.
Gabe sees Marta, frozen, except her fingers move rapidly.
Ayla, come here.
What?
Get in here now.
Ayla enters living room, sees Marta.
Mom? Why didn't you answer us? We thought you were missing.
Marta?
Gabe moves Marta's hand. It stays in the same position.
So weird.
Oh, shit.
You seen this before?
Not for a long time.
What the hell is it? Some crazy game of statue?
No, Dad said it was her brain coping with too much stimulation, shutting off.
Fucked up.
Gabe continues moving Marta's hand in different positions.
Stop it. She's not a toy.
Sorry. It's just so weird. How long has this been happening?
I'm not sure exactly. It wasn't super common, but a few times at least. The first time I remember, she was in a corner in the kitchen, frozen. I thought that it was a game too, but I smelled burning bread, air got all smoky, couldn't breathe, so I ran to find my dad. He took her to the hospital and came home without her. So mad, I thought he'd explode.
What happened?
He never told me, but it must have been bad. Mom came home after a couple of weeks, all skittish like an abused puppy. Hiding in corners, she wouldn't look at me. My dad swore doctors were all psychotic quacks, and we could deal with this on our own.
So what did he do?
They still went to psych appointments, but never hospital. After a while, major episodes seemed to stop, but I can't. I was pretty little, so it's like hazy. Small details, but not a full picture.
So basically, you know nothing about how to fix this.
Nope. Dad sent me to stay at Graham's whenever Mom had episodes.
Helpful.
Wait, maybe I do?
Ayla runs to the ottoman and flips it open. She starts pulling out journals, scanning quickly, then putting to side and opening another.
What are those?
My dad's journals. Help me, please. Look at the dates. If you find anything pre-2005.
Gabe flips through the journals. He tosses one to the side haphazardly.
Be careful. Don't bend the corners.
Ayla smooths out the journal and places it down carefully.
Fine. Sorry.
Opens
Why?
another journal more carefully.
Why pre-2005?
It's around the last time I remember it happening.
What are you hoping to find?
My dad kept track of everything in his journals. Mom and him had all these like routines they would do. If there's something to help, it'll be in these.
Ayla flips quickly through journals while Gabe flips slowly.
Don't scan the whole thing. Just look first and last page.
The journal search resumes. The discarded pile grows.
I'm not finding anything before 2010.
Ayla opens the last journal and puts it to the side.
Damn it.
What?
They're not here.
So where are they then?
Can I borrow your car?
What? Why?
I have another box at my dorm. They have to be in there.
You don't know?
I've been meaning to read them, but every time I start to, it's just too hard.
6 months is a long time to not read them.
Oh, sorry. I should be over it by now. My bad.
That's not what I meant. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up any...
Forget about it, okay? Just please, can I use your car?
I don't think that's a good idea.
I won't be able to bus till tomorrow. I promise I'll drive carefully.
And just leave her like this?
You can't stay?
I'm not... Look, I doubt my car would make it anyway. In town driving, no big deal. 20 minutes, 30 minutes max. But a 2-hour drive? No way.
You've been saying you were fixing it for months.
Fixing means dollars, so until money rains.
I just don't see the point of having a car if it never works.
I like my car, okay? Give it a rest.
Sorry.
Can't we just take her to the hospital?
If we do, what if they decide she can't take care of herself? That I can't.
Relax. It can't be that bad.
Dad said to avoid it at all costs. Said hospitals make people crazy.
Whatever else. Since whatever I say doesn't matter, I'm just gonna go.
Come on, Gabe.
You asked for help finding her. We did. She's alive. Woohoo for us.
Can you at least help me get her to bed? Maybe if she rests, I don't know.
Glad you sound so confident.
I don't know, okay?
Fine. How are we gonna do this?
Gabe puts his arm around Marta and tries to guide her. Marta resists, her fingers moving frantically. Gabe tries more forcefully.
You're going to hurt her.
Gabe stops.
Well, I'm not carrying her. There's no way with my back.
Maybe we both try?
Ayla and Gabe put their arms around Marta and try getting her to walk again. Marta resists with panic. Ayla pulls away.
Stop, stop!
Ailes, she stinks.
Shh.
She can't hear.
You don't know that.
Fine.
Maybe we can just wait till she snaps out of it.
I'm not sitting here all night.
Please.
I'll try to go to hold a cat and see if she can take you. If she agrees, then I'll play babysitter tomorrow, all right? For now, I just want to get home.
You can't sleep in Mom's room?
No, I am sleeping in her room. What about yours?
There's no mattress in my old room. I usually sleep on the couch when I'm here in the weekends. Someone should be here with her anyway.
No way I'm sleeping with that smell. I'll be back tomorrow, all right?
Gabe awkwardly taps Marta on the shoulder.
I'll see you, Marta.
Can't you just call her Mom?
No, I can't.
Gabe moved towards the exit.
I'll clean her up. Gabe, please. I don't want to be alone with... Please.
Gabe stops.
I can't.
Fine. Go. Abandon me. Whatever.
Ayla goes to the door and holds it open for him.
Ailes.
Ayla refuses to look at Gabe.
Fuck. Fine. Yeah, if you clean her up, I guess I could stay.
Thank you.
Ayla exits. Gabe passes by Marta warily. He picks one of the discarded journals. He reads a bit but closes it quickly, shoves it away from him, and starts organizing the pile of journals and putting them back on the ottoman as Ayla re-enters with a bucket and a bathrobe for Marta. Ayla starts cleaning Marta. Gabe exits to the kitchen, dials on his phone, no answer.
Kat, it's Gabe. Shit is going down and I need you.
Scene 3. Kat's place. Kat enters, listens to Gabe's voicemail.
So weird. I'm staying here tonight. If you could call me back when you get this, that would be fucking awesome.
Kat deletes. Kat admires her new engagement ring. She dials. Marta's home. Gabe sleeps on couch. His phone rings.
Finally.
I was busy.
What's so important you can't check your damn messages until 2 a.m.?
I called when I could, okay? What's all this about Marta being a statue?
It's fucking creepy.
Very enlightening assessment.
Ayla said there might be something in William's journals about it.
That's supposed to help how?
Ayla's digging in her heels. Complete refusal to take Marta to the hospital. Now she's convinced her dad's journals hold the key.
And I'm supposed to do what? Read them and write a synopsis outlining major plot points?
No, just drive her in the morning to pick them up.
Can't you do it?
I can't. My car.
Piece of crap. You need one that works, like a real grown-up has.
No, I'll get right on that.
Convincing.
So will you do it?
I have to work.
Your boss can do without you for 1 day.
Why should I drop everything for Marta? What's she ever done for us?
Besides give birth to us?
Right. 9 months and however many hours of labor outweigh all the crap she put us through.
It's not for her. It's for Ayla.
God, that kid drives me crazy.
She's gone through a lot this year. Doesn't hurt to be nice.
Nice isn't how the world works.
It makes things more pleasant.
Pleasant is being proactive, not existing in damage control land. Marta needs to be put someplace so we can all get on with our lives.
You know Ayla won't go for it.
Well then, we need to get her on board.
Genius plan. Would never have thought of that on my own.
No need for sarcasm. If you care about Ayla so much, then this genius plan is the only one that matters.
And you don't care about her at all?
Of course I care.
But you regret bringing her into our lives?
Of course I'm glad she's in our lives. I just didn't figure in this baggage.
Well, it's too late to go back now.
Fine. I'll drive her tomorrow.
Was that so hard?
Is that all?
I guess so.
I'll be there at 6 a.m. Tell her to be ready.
Kat hangs up. Gabe enters living room and settles into couch. Kat admires her engagement ring again. Scene 4. Marta's house. Gabe sleeps on the couch. Ayla, wearing pajamas, puts the kettle on in the kitchen. The doorbell rings. Marta makes a loud keening sound.
What is that?
What's wrong?
Ayla puts her arm around an agitated but still frozen Marta.
I'll give you $1 million if you make her stop.
The doorbell rings. Marta makes the keening sound again.
I'm trying. Can you get that? Mom, it's okay.
Gabe opens the door. It's Kat holding 2 coffees.
Oh, perfect timing.
Gabe takes a coffee and starts to drink.
That was for Ayla.
Don't care.
It's fine. Shh. It's just Kat. Shh.
Marta slowly quiets.
So this looks like fun.
It's a circus.
What are you doing here?
To get your journals or something? You didn't tell her?
Yeah, sleeping. Such a time waster. Hey, Ailes, Kat has come to pick you up at 6 a.m. Happy?
Ecstatic.
Sorry, I didn't know. I can be ready in a bit. Come in.
I'm good.
Don't just stand in the doorway, come in or go out, but it's fucking chilly.
How long will you be?
I just have to change. I'll be quick.
Ayla exits.
Seriously, don't be such a snob. Come in and close the damn door.
You're grumpy this morning.
Kat takes a step inside and closes the door.
4 hours sleep.
I had less than 4 hours sleep.
Well, we're not all robots like you. Well, maybe Marta is.
Kat looks at Marta.
This is new.
Yeah,
How long?
we don't know. A couple days, maybe?
Wonderful. It smells.
That was Marta. Standing there so long. Worse before Ayla cleaned her up.
So gross.
It's better in the kitchen.
How on earth did you sleep in here?
You get used to it.
I wouldn't. This is ridiculous. Why can't Ayla just listen to reason?
You try convincing her. I've had no luck. She's stuck on that promise to him.
I can't believe jackass Willie would do this to his own daughter.
Don't. We shouldn't call him that anymore.
Sorry. Should we start calling him Saint William now?
I don't really want to speak bad about, dead people.
Speak ill of the dead.
Like I said.
You're a real poet.
Sorry, next time I'll check my poetry app before fucking speaking.
It's not speaking ill about someone if it's the truth.
Let's not talk about this in front of...
Relax. Look at her. She's in Loco Land. Doesn't even know we're here.
I don't know. It seems not right.
You want to talk about what's not right? God. You'd think after they took us away, Marta'd be smart enough not to... And if not her, then William. I mean, fail once at Parenthood and she just gets a free pass the second time around?
Quiet. Ayla might hear you.
I'm not saying anything you haven't thought before.
I've never thought Ayla shouldn't have been born.
That's not what I'm not saying she shouldn't have been... But if William just left at the beginning, Ayla could have been put in a good home. Grown up normal. Marta'd be better off too.
Is it so bad he stayed? If our dad had stayed, maybe...
No, I am not doing this.
Doing what?
I'm not rehashing what ifs. Let's deal with now. We need a plan, all right? You need to back me up.
Kat absentmindedly plays with her engagement ring.
Whew, nice rock.
What?
Your ring.
Shit. I meant to take it off.
Kat takes off the ring and puts it in her pocket.
Why? You weren't going to tell me?
No, I was. I just don't want... I'm not ready to talk about it yet.
You've been with the douchebag prince for what, 6 months?
Don't call him that.
I have my master's in douche recognition.
You haven't even tried with him. He at least made an effort with you.
Bowling's not really my thing.
Would it have killed you to just hang out with him for one night? I mean, who cares if it's bowling?
Sorry, next time I'll shine my bowling shoes.
You're an ass.
I try very hard.
Kat makes a face at Gabe. He laughs.
Look, please don't tell Ayla about the engagement ring.
Why?
Just not yet.
Pregnant?
What?
Either pregnant or doing crazy pussy moves to get a ring that quick.
Ayla enters the kitchen. She makes tea and instant oatmeal.
Almost ready. I just want to get some food in, Mom, and then we can go.
You're right. Maybe I should try the kitchen. It's getting disgusting in here.
Knock yourself out.
Gabe plays on his phone. Kat enters kitchen. Ayla crushes pills.
What are you doing?
Just trying to get some meds in her. She has to be hungry. If not this, then tea.
Isn't it time to admit defeat?
What?
Come on, Ayla.
I'm not discussing that. I said no before. I'm saying no now.
But we're the ones who come running every time you need help.
I'm sorry.
It's just... Hey, she still have those sleeping pills?
She only takes those when she needs them.
I think this counts as needs them. Just double dose it. She falls asleep, then we can move her to her room. She needs to rest. No harm. No harm.
I don't know.
Where are they?
Ayla hands Kat prescription bottles. Kat starts crushing pills.
Not too many.
I got it.
Kat mixes the sleeping pills in the oatmeal and in the tea.
There.
Make sure to mix them well so she won't eat it.
I know what I'm doing. Hey, add some brown sugar.
Ayla gets sugar and adds some.
Perfect. Gabe,
Yeah?
come here.
Gabe enters the kitchen.
You can feed Marta, yeah?
Probably not.
Probably yes.
I can try.
Good. Ayla, eat some breakfast and get ready. I'm not staying here all day.
I don't need to eat.
You'll be starving halfway there and I'm not stopping.
Kat holds out the bowl of oatmeal and cup of tea.
Gabe?
I'm on it, Drill Sergeant.
Gabe takes the oatmeal and the tea.
Thank you.
Gabe exits to the living room.
I don't really need to eat. I'll be fine. You're in a rush. I'll just make sure Mom's eating and then we can go.
It's fine. Eat. Gabe's a big boy. He can take care of it.
Fine.
Ayla fixes herself some oatmeal.
You don't have class today?
I have one in the afternoon, but this guy gives me notes when I miss.
Living room. Gabe tries to feed Marta. She resists.
Just eat.
He demonstrates eating a few big bites.
You miss a lot?
Fine. The tea then?
Not a lot. Sometimes it's just easier to stay here on the weekend.
Gabe demonstrates taking a sip of tea and burns his tongue.
Shit. Maybe not.
Gabe puts the tea on the coffee table.
This can't be helping with your classes, though.
I'm good. Fine. Under control.
It's time we start thinking realistically.
Gabe tries to feed Marta. Her hands start moving rapidly.
I am thinking realistically.
You can't just stop in once a week and expect everything to be rosy.
We'll be fine. She just needs to get back into a routine.
It's not just routine. This is not under control. That's the problem.
I should have been calling to remind her, that's all.
Marta spits out into Gabe's hand.
Seriously?
You shouldn't have to call to remind her.
It's not a big deal.
And even if you call her, how would you know she's telling the truth?
You just need to eat a couple bites. Come on.
She doesn't lie to me.
How would you know?
I just would, okay?
Gabe puts his arm around Marta, puts a spoon in her hand, and guides the spoon to her mouth. Marta eats.
You're lying.
I'm not.
Hey, great job. A few more.
Gabe continues using Marta's hands to feed herself.
Sweetie, listen to me. You are 20 years old. You should not be the one taking care of your mother. That's not how it's supposed to work.
Mom was 20 when she had you.
And that turned out so well.
That's not because she was 20.
No, but
Stop treating me like a child.
I'm not. I'm just saying you shouldn't have to take care of your own mother.
I'm not taking care of her. Not exactly. Yeah, I come home most weekends, but it's not taking care of her. It's just spending time.
And yet you're kicking yourself for not noticing and doing something?
But it is my fault. This has nothing to do with taking care. I should just have been paying more attention.
I'm not blaming you. But you have to realize you can't handle all this.
Okay, yes. How it is now, maybe, yeah, maybe it's not working, but I've been thinking I can maybe take off the rest of the semester, get Mom back on the routine, and then start back in the fall.
That's not what I meant.
Marta starts spitting food out. Gabe puts his hand over her mouth. She gets agitated. Her lips move rapidly.
Just eat it. It's fine. It's fine.
I know what you meant, but it's not happening.
Watching, running like television. It's inside. Shoes cannot walk.
Stop being so stubborn.
What?
I'm not being stubborn.
What are you talking about?
Marta starts moving erratically around the room.
Nothing. Sits where it lives. Nowhere. It's all breathing. With the wind in the air. You're waking. The breathing takes the air out of you.
Just sit down for one.
Ayla, get in here.
Ayla rushes to the living room.
What's going on?
I don't know. She just started
Hang it up.
whatever this is.
To eat?
The ceiling will stick. Please, you'll see. Broke it fine.
Marta makes a whoosh noises as she moves around the room.
Mostly.
That's good. She'll wear herself out. Won't be long before it kicks in.
Kat backs up to the door, holds hands protectively over Billy.
Guard the door, then at least she'll be inside.
Ayla makes soothing sounds and motions toward Marta.
See? It lives inside. It is. Coiling. Before the black light. It breathes. It sees. It is. Dust motes. A deep and dreamless sleep, it seems.
Can't you make her stop?
I'm trying.
Just pick her up. We can just put her in her room. Lock her in. Easier if she's more contained.
Blacken it. Black. But translucent to dreaming. Please to breathe. No.
Don't pick her up. Don't lock her in.
Gabe, just do it.
No, I don't want her to get hurt.
Beyond the black. Love. Breathing. swallowing it whole. Can't you see?
Her to get hurt? What about us?
She's not violent. Come on, Mom, please.
Marta approaches Kat, who backs up against the door.
Inside, swallowed. Before the black light. Shining. Hiding below.
Ayla tries to guide Marta away.
You don't know that.
She's just confused. No one's getting hurt.
Marta advances on Kat once again.
Close eyes. Close your eyes. Can't you see? Can't you see? It lives inside you. Coiling. Breaking. Please.
Ayla, get her away from me.
Come on, Mom. Please, please.
Ayla manages to turn Marta away from Kat.
I really think we should call 911. What if she gets violent?
She won't.
It's inside with them. Love. Love. Breathing. Waiting. Hating. Hiding.
Marta taps at the walls.
She might. I'll give you 1 minute. Calm her down or I'm calling.
Don't, please.
Seriously, don't be such a bitch, Kat.
I'd rather be a bitch than in danger.
Let her walk it off. She's not doing anything.
Just try something.
Ayla tries to put her arm around Marta.
Slow down, Mom.
Slow down. Slow down. Slow down.
Marta moves faster.
That's not working.
Give me a minute.
Gabe puts his hands out in front of Marta.
Stop, Marta, please.
Marta repeatedly and rapidly copies Gabe's movements.
She's copying me. What the fuck?
I don't know what to do. I just need to think.
Just keep her going, Gabe. She'll wear herself out.
Ayla, please.
Day is ending. Birds are nesting. Love is something. I can't remember the words. 20 song, I think. Google it.
Kat takes out her phone and searches.
Day is ending. Birds are wending. Back to the shelter of each little nest they love.
That's it. That's the tune. What is it? It was something like, Dad always sang it.
1 sec. I'll get a video.
Kat types into her phone. Blue Heaven, as performed by Gene Austen, plays.
This it?
Kat holds the phone towards Ayla. Marta fixates on phone. Ayla starts singing along. Marta more visibly calms.
I think it's working. Please, sing with me.
I'm not singing. This is ridiculous.
Gabe, please.
Gabe pulls the lyrics up on his phone and attempts to sing along. Marta calms and starts humming. Ayla puts her arm around Marta and guides her through the kitchen and exits into the house.
Do you believe that? You were right about it being a circus.
You're unbelievable.
What?
Not even for 1 second.
What are you talking about?
All you had to do was sing.
I'm not going to sing some stupid song. And don't act like I don't do anything. I pulled up the lyrics. I got the video. Calm yourself down.
I need a minute, all right? Stay with them.
Gabe moves to the exit.
Don't you dare.
It's your turn, Kat. It's your fucking turn.
Gabe exits, slamming the door. Kat chases him out.
Gabe!
Kat looks around lost.
Shit.
Kat sinks into the couch and puts her head in her hands. Scene 5. Gabe's apartment. Gabe storms in, kicks his stuff.
Calm yourself down. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself the fuck down, Kat.
Gabe sits and turns on his gaming console. Gabe's phone rings. He looks at it, then ignores.
Of course it will kill her to be nice for 1 second.
Gabe turns off the console. He throws the controller down.
Shit.
He unhooks his gaming system and puts it in one of his pillowcases. He crosses off stage. Gabe re-enters with a case of beer and a bottle of whiskey and exits out the front door. Scene 6. Marta's home. Kat on phone. Blue Heaven plays from the back of the house.
Gabe, you're being a child. Call me when you get this.
Kat hangs up, lets out an angry growl, and throws the blanket off the couch, spilling her purse on the floor. Ayla enters.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make a mess. It's just this place is just so...
Kat cleans up the mess. Ayla helps.
It's not that bad.
Do you sleep?
About 20 minutes ago, I just wanted to make sure she'd stay asleep.
Song is driving me crazy. It's like etched in my skull.
I don't know. I love it. My dad used to change the name in the song to my mom's name. For the longest time, I thought that's how the song went. Just Marta and me and baby make 3.
That's sweet. I guess. You ever sing to you?
Not really. He saved that for Mom, but sometimes in the middle of the night, I would watch through the crack in the door. He'd just be singing to her while they danced. She would have the biggest smile.
You little peeper.
When she was having one of her bad days, I'd hear them in their room. They seemed like forever, but it was probably just hours. I could barely hear. He'd sing soft. I'd fall asleep, pressed up to the door, and wake up with these lines in my face, like the lines from the door indented into my face. I just wanted to be near them.
Swear I didn't really get to know him that well.
My dad said your aunt hated us, and that's why you guys were never allowed over here.
He told you that?
He said the world is a cold place. Better not to know it.
She didn't hate you guys.
She tell you that?
No, but I'm sure she didn't.
All right.
He shouldn't have told you that. But, I mean, it worked out eventually.
I guess. Ice cream Saturdays.
Oh, God. That butter pecan. Lucky that place is closed or I'd be so fat by now. What was that ridiculous one you always made me buy you?
Bubblegum and Tiger.
At Neapolitan. Squished together. Worst taste in ice cream ever.
At least I didn't put it on my hot dog like Gabe.
Oh, disgusting. And he still does that. He did that in front of Theo. Ridiculously embarrassing.
Who's Theo?
Oh, he's this guy that I used to date a while ago.
Oh. Hey, where's Gabe?
He said something about being back in a bit.
I don't want to leave her alone.
Isn't she asleep?
Yes, but
She can't even be alone for a few minutes.
we can't wait.
If you can't even leave her alone when she's conked out on sleeping pills, this doesn't really convince me.
This is different. What if she wakes up?
She won't. You saw how much Gabe got into her.
But if she does, sometimes she wanders when she's like this. I don't want the neighbors calling the cops because she's in their geraniums.
You just gonna lock yourself in here with her?
No.
Oh, I see. Gabe and I are supposed to play babysitter when you go out.
No, it's just today.
Just today. Right.
Once we get the journals, I can read my dad's notes and come up with a plan on how to get her back on routine.
Right.
I'm serious. Once she's on track, it'll be fine.
Whatever you say. So, are we going or not?
Can we just wait till he's back?
If you're so worried, we don't have to go.
I need those journals. And I can grab some of my stuff that can fit in your car.
Your stuff?
If you don't mind.
Why?
I told you I'm taking the semester off.
You were serious?
Of course. I mean, you're right. I can't just pop in the weekends expecting it to be all good. I need to get her through this. Then I can go back.
But
You don't have a say in this.
fine. If you're going to be all diva about this, sorry for caring.
I'm sorry. I don't mean you shouldn't care, but this is my decision.
Fine.
I'll just make sure she's sleeping and then we can go. If you're still driving me, that is.
I said I was.
I'll be fast.
Ayla exits. Kat pulls out her phone and dials.
Hey, Theo. I'm probably going to be late for dinner. I have some errands for work that are going to take me out of town.
Gabe enters with a case of beer and a pillowcase. Kat signals to Gabe to be quiet.
Maybe call your mother and push the time back? Call me when you get this. Love you.
Kat hangs up. Gabe plops on the couch and cracks a beer.
His voicemail.
Super interesting. I'll call the media.
Why do you have to be so...
No. Finish the sentence.
I'm sorry. Okay?
So don't care.
I didn't mean to piss you off.
I came back, didn't I?
I'll organize a parade in your honor.
Gabe chugs a beer.
Sure, get wasted. Sounds like a stellar plan.
If I'm gonna sit here all day, plus my back is killing me. Want one?
Still driving.
Gabe unpacks the pillowcase and sets the gaming console out.
Where's the TV?
You're unbelievable.
No, seriously, where's the TV?
I don't know. Ask Ayla.
Blue Heaven comes back on from the back room.
Oh, that song is just...
I know.
Marta won't be the only crazy one if I have to listen to that all day.
Just wait till Ayla leaves, then turn it off.
Ayla enters the kitchen.
She's still asleep.
Kat takes Gabe's beer out of his hand and covers it and the beer with a blanket.
What are you doing?
If she thinks you're going to be wasted all day, she'll never leave.
Gabe, you're back.
Just in time.
Yeah, just needed to pick up a few things. Hey, where's the TV?
Oh, she got rid of it.
You're shitting me.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't think about this. She just got rid of it a few weeks ago. She said it was giving her a headache.
So, just leave the damn thing off. Don't get rid of it.
She said the TV waves were messing with her brain.
And you didn't think that was weird.
Maybe, but I'm sorry. I didn't want to cause an argument. She's particular about things sometimes.
Oh, what the fuck am I supposed to do all day?
She has books.
Yeah, Gabe, read a book.
Funny.
It's a few hours. Don't be such a drama queen. Play on your phone or something.
Shit, I didn't even bring my charger.
You can use mine.
Now you really owe me.
I know. I'm sorry.
So, can we go?
Yes. Are you sure you'll be fine here?
He'll be fine.
I'll be just peachy.
Please, can we go?
All right. Call me if you need.
Roger that.
Kat holds door open for Ayla. Ayla exits.
Have fun.
Fuck you.
Kat laughs and exits. Gabe surveys the room.
This is bullshit.
Gabe exits to the back of the house. The music stops playing. Gabe re-enters the living room. He pulls out his whiskey and grabs a teacup. He sniffs the tea, throws the tea bag on the coffee table, then chugs the tea and fills the glass with alcohol. He leans back on the couch and starts playing a game on his phone while sipping his drink. Scene 7. Marta's home. Gabe is sleeping on the couch. Whispers begin. Softly. Marta steps into the kitchen. The whispers get louder.
She steps heavily, too heavily. She will break the floor, breathing so hard, knock the wind out of her.
Marta stops.
She stops.
The kitchen lights flicker and the room takes on an eerie glow.
Look at her. Look at her. What a piece of shit. What a fucking piece of shit. She slayed them. Empty.
She is thinking, brain over full. Lifts her finger. Her finger holds weight.
A scratching sound begins, erratic and loud.
They're listening. Look at them, watching, waiting for you. The air is too thick.
Too thick.
Fill the air. Toxic breeds.
Gabe's phone starts ringing. Fast asleep, he doesn't respond. Marta walks into the living room. The air is thick.
She walks. Foot lifts. Floats. A balloon.
Marta steps carefully as she passes into the living room.
They're waiting. Under the table, waiting. Chair, waiting. Going to breathe you in. Nothing left.
Going to breathe you. Breathe you.
She walks 1 foot. She will float away. Gravity, no hold.
Stop breathing. You're poisoning it. They will die. Breathe. Breath eradicates.
Marta sees Gabe lying on the couch.
She killed him.
Shadows dance along the walls.
She fills her lungs with air.
Marta holds her breath.
She is holding her breath.
She's a cancer. She made them leave. Disintegrate. Dusted. Killed.
I didn't kill. Didn't
kill? Senseless. What a shit pile. Human waste. Excrement.
Stop moving. Still. Look at him.
Her foot is twitching. She's going to run.
You're too scared to run.
Run. Run. Run.
Pile shit to piss shit. Chicken dung to run. Lump of shit.
She stands. She is waiting. Waiting for what?
Dead, rotting carcass. In the ground. She did it. Put him in the ground.
Marta moves her hand repetitively. The voice is quiet.
Rotting. In the ground.
Move your foot. Stop. They're looking at you.
Her heart is beating. Louder. Louder.
Ripped off his flesh, his soul crushed. She ate his bones to dust.
Marta approaches Gabe cautiously. She turns him over. Gabe is bloody and appears dead. Marta backs away.
Run!
She backs away. One step. Her foot crushing the ground.
Love breeds hate. She breeds hate. Fate, generation of hate. Too late.
They'll hate you. Sad. Don't you want love? Save them. Free them.
Save them. Free them.
The door swings open. Colored light fills the room. Silence.
Come.
Come.
Marta looks at Gabe. She walks to the door and steps through. The door slams behind her. Blackout. End of Act 1. Act 2. Scene 8. Marta's living room. Clothes and a few boxes sit in a pile by the door. A cardboard storage box sits on the coffee table with a cell phone on top. Kat and Ayla stare at the phone. A long pause.
Staring at it won't make it ring.
Ayla ignores Kat.
Should I go grab something to eat? Make something? Well, I'm getting hungry.
How can you be hungry at a time like this?
I canceled my dinner plans, all right?
How noble.
What do you want from me here?
To care?
I do.
Right.
The cops are on it.
Yeah, thanks for that.
What choice did I have?
Whatever.
I couldn't not call them.
Stop, okay? Stop talking.
I'll go then.
Fine.
I just want to make sure you're okay first.
No, I'm not. All right? Not okay. Everything is not okay.
Gabe walks in the front door, soaked.
Ayla, calm down.
I did another sweep. Nothing.
Well, that's just fantastic.
We're doing the best we can.
It's really coming down out there.
Great. Now she's out there in the rain, the cold.
It's just rain. I'm sure she'll be fine.
It's not that cold.
So everything is just perfect then.
That's not what we're saying.
We wouldn't be in this mess if someone could do what they were supposed to do.
I said I'm sorry.
One thing. Be here and awake. That's all you had to do.
I don't know. I've never slept that hard before.
I'll bet.
Ayla pours out the garbage bag. Whiskey bottle and beer bottles scatter on the floor.
I didn't drink that much. That wasn't even full when I brought it over.
Whatever.
The whatevers are starting to get on my nerves. He's been looking for hours. Stop with the attitude already.
I'm going to put my stuff away. This room is a little overbearing.
Ayla grabs her phone and a box of her stuff.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
Ayla exits into the back of the house.
Shit.
You really messed up.
I know.
Like, very bad.
Thank you.
Kat opens the box and pulls out a journal, flips through it.
He had terrible writing. And these? Looks like a child drew them.
Be nice.
Kat opens a couple more journals.
God, there must be like 70 journals in there. How the hell are we supposed to find anything?
That's not even all of them.
What?
These are just the older ones, I think. The more recent ones are in here.
Gabe opens the ottoman. Kat lifts some of the journals out.
Holy, OCD much?
No kidding.
Kat pulls some out and starts organizing them with the others.
Don't mix them or it'll take forever to sort them out.
Relax. If we organize them, whatever Ayla's looking for will be easier to find.
But they're already...
Just trust me, all right?
Gabe skims another journal. Kat flips open the journals and starts organizing by date.
Wow. Some of these are really old. Hey, do you remember what the date was when we first came to see Ayla?
Not the day, but it was summer.
No, spring.
Maybe. I don't know.
Spring for sure. It was around her birthday.
Yeah, her 11th. Why?
I want to see if you wrote anything about us that day. About us.
You were a bitch to him.
It's not.
It's all right. She's just as much ours.
What? It was true.
A pause while Kat continues her organization of journals.
Hey, did you know Marta was a champion pumpkin carver?
That's a stupid talent.
Kat puts a journal in her purse.
What are you doing?
Ayla won't notice. Besides, aren't you curious?
You should just leave them.
Relax. I'll give it back when I'm done.
Why the sudden curiosity?
I just want to know how he could live with someone like her all those years.
Well, I lived with you and I still survived.
You're an ass.
Crazy must run in the family.
Shut up.
You're the one who takes the pills.
Preventative.
It's stupid.
They said it was a reasonable course of action considering the history.
I turned out fine without them.
That's debatable.
Hilarious.
Truth hurts sometimes.
Don't you think it's time you stop taking them?
I will. Probably.
Should I get the straitjacket?
You're not as funny as you think you are.
Neither are you.
A pause while both peruse the journals.
I am not crazy.
Okay.
Sometimes I worry Ayla is heading there, though. Paranoid all the time. Unwilling to listen to reason. Crazy ideas about things. Like that song, being able to fix Marta.
She's not. Stop with that shit.
What? Early to mid-20s, right? When it usually starts?
Kat's phone rings.
No, hold up. What kind of comment is that?
I have to take it. It's Theo.
Well, if I knew it was the prince.
Fuck off.
You keep telling me to. Maybe one day you'll get lucky.
You're such a loser.
Kat answers the phone.
Hi, love.
Gabe makes a face, gives Kat the finger. She returns it in kind.
No, I know. Well, did you tell her sorry for me?
Kat heads to the kitchen.
I told you. I have a deadline. No, I'll call you when I get home. Soon. An hour, maybe 2 tops. This is my job. Of course I do. No, I do. It's not that. Not having second thoughts. I promise. I am not.
Ayla walks through the kitchen and into the living room. She grabs another box of her stuff.
I am not avoiding you. What? I didn't hesitate. No, I am not whispering.
Need help?
Because.
No, I got it.
Ayla notices Gabe with the journal.
Because I don't want to bother people who are working.
Thought you didn't read.
I am talking at a reasonable level.
The whole reason for your trip, right? Thought I'd help.
Okay? Soon, okay?
That would be a change.
Love you too.
Kat hangs up.
How many times do I have to say it?
It doesn't matter.
Kat enters living room.
Sorry, that was just work. So yeah, should we get started on the journals? Are there specific dates we should be looking for? They don't seem to be in any particular order. I'm organizing chronologically, if that's okay.
Knock yourself out.
Ailes, can you please
I
just...
said knock yourself out.
Ayla exits to the back of the house with another box.
She is such a child sometimes.
She's just mad.
I don't think I was ever that bad when I was her age.
You were worse.
I was not.
They both skim through some journals.
Why'd you lie to her?
What?
Work calling?
Oh. Yeah, well, she'd ask to meet him.
So what?
She'd never go along with it. You know that.
You could ask her.
Right. Hey, can you pretend our mother is dead? It would really help me out.
Fine. Tell him the truth then.
By the way, My mom is alive after all. Oops, forgotten. Oh yeah, she's insane. Surprise. Now let's get married. Yeah, that would be a nice cherry on top.
That's the first time you said that in a long time.
What?
Our mom.
Well, if nothing else, at least biologically she is.
Just weird to hear you say it.
Maybe.
You're really not going to tell him?
His mother would forbid him. Afraid of crazy grandkids or whatever.
Cat touches her belly protectively.
You're being a drama queen.
His mother's like the definition of conservative normal.
You made that up.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a term.
Conservative normal?
It's a thing.
Does he know about Ayla?
Same problem. He'd want to meet her.
Cold.
Pragmatic.
You'll have to figure it out.
I know. Okay.
Because she'll be wondering why you're getting so fat.
What?
The baby? The reason you're getting married so fast?
I'm not.
Okay, fine.
Pauses as both go back to reading journals.
How did you know?
I didn't really, but I knew there was something. And not because you're head over, and it's not because you're head over heels for the prince.
That's not the reason we're getting married.
But it's the reason you said yes.
No, that's not. He's stable and good. And he loves me.
Sounds like a Hallmark card.
Shut up.
Does he even know about your little biscuit in the belly yet?
It's bun. Bun in the oven. And no, I haven't decided if I want to keep it.
I see.
I mean, do I really want a child who might end up like her?
So you're just stringing him along until you decide?
No,
It might not turn out crazy.
but it could.
With biological door closing and all that, you just won't have one?
It's claw.
Whatever.
I don't know. You think you will?
No uterus.
You know what I mean.
I'd need a girl first.
You have girls all the time.
No, but a mother type girl.
A phone rings in the back room. Ayla's muffled, talking.
To get one of those, you need to grow up and get another job.
You know it's not that simple.
Can't just live on disability forever. That's just laziness talking.
I'm not.
Tell me that you're not just playing the system. Free ride and all that.
You don't know what you're talking about.
The pain, my back. So tired of that excuse.
Wow, you're in fine bitchy form today.
Fine. Sorry for caring.
Ayla runs in the kitchen and grabs Marta's pills.
They found her. She's at the hospital.
Is she okay?
Ayla enters living room.
I think so. I don't know. I need to get there.
I can drive you.
Kat, can you drive me?
I said I'd drive you.
I prefer someone reliable. Thank you.
Come on, Ailes.
He said he'd drive.
Okay, then. If you won't, I'll just bus it.
No, I'll drive you.
Then let's go.
Ailes.
I'll be waiting by the car.
Ayla exits without looking at Gabe.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
It'll blow over.
I'm not so sure.
I'll call you from the hospital.
Don't. Probably just screw everything up from here somehow. Just go.
Kat opens her mouth to speak, but decides against it. She exits. Gabe goes back to reading the journals. Scene 9. Marta's home. Gabe is asleep. Ayla enters. Sees Gabe.
Of course.
Ayla crosses to the kitchen and makes a lot of deliberate noise making tea. Gabe wakes up and crosses to the kitchen.
You're back?
Ayla ignores him and continues making the tea.
Can you let it go? At least tell me if she's okay. Please, Ailes?
They've got her in psych.
So she's safe.
Sure, if you call induced seizures safe.
What do you mean?
Shock treatment? Oh, but they have a nice, safe, bullshit clinical name for it. Electroconvulsive therapy. And man, did they patronize the hell out of me when they explained it.
Why would they do that?
She was freaking out at a coffee shop, telling people she killed someone, that they have to go and save them. Scared this lady's kid. When the kid started screaming, Mom apparently froze up again.
She didn't actually kill someone, though. right?
Of course not. I told them that, but she's never been violent. And I mean, she kept showing everyone her bloody hands, but there was no blood.
Fucked.
Of course, they are investigating. Won't even let her come home with me. Probably be a news report, and those doctors, the way they looked at me, talking to me like I was a child, telling me all things I did wrong. Bullshit. Of course, they know everything, and I'm just a stupid kid. But Kat, oh, they'll talk to her, tell her everything. Jackasses. All of them.
Slow down. Where is Kat?
I left her at the hospital and I bussed home.
Why?
She gave them the okay.
For what?
The shock treatment.
She ever had it done before?
My dad said never. This would never have happened if he was here.
Oh, we can check his journals. I've been reading and I've found...
It looked like you were sleeping. Something you're very good at.
Let it go. Let it the fuck go. I wish I could change what I did, but I can't. So just fuck off about it.
I'm still mad at you.
So be mad. Just stop mentioning it.
I'm not apologizing for being mad.
So don't.
Gabe exits to the living room, opens another journal. After a moment, Ayla goes to the living room, appraises Gabe.
How many you read?
His handwriting is terrible, but I've got through about 4. He talks about you a lot.
Oh,
Some of them I don't understand.
like what?
Gabe opens up a journal and points.
Chicken scratch words and numbers.
Oh, those are the listings of her meds and doses. They were trying to wean her off as many as they could, so lots of lists.
What's this squiggle at the bottom? And these comments in red pen on these crossed out parts?
Oh, that was a thing they did. They let her read everything and sign off or write in comments. He didn't want her thinking he was spying on her.
Why would she think that?
It was a thing for a while. She wouldn't leave the house, wouldn't let me drink tap water, convinced poison was in the pipes.
Rough.
We got through it. Dad got bottled water and eventually got her out.
But still...
I know what you're thinking. Whenever anyone finds out about Mom, they look at me in this way, mouth sort of in a half state, not a smile, not a frown, concerned eyes like the "are you really okay? Because I got social services on speed dial" face. Stupid. So stupid. That look makes me want to punch people.
I can see that.
Dad told me that I shouldn't have to hide it.
Yeah, I guess.
But sometimes it would have been easier just to pretend.
Less wanting to punch people?
Something like that. My dad would have been so disappointed in me.
Why?
For even thinking about not telling people.
I'm sure he wouldn't be disappointed.
Yes, he would. He said if people can't accept you for everything you are, they're not worth it.
Aunt Jo told us not to tell anyone. Said we didn't need to be branded.
I bet she did. That woman has the meanest face.
Hey, that woman raised me.
I only met her once and she looked at me like I was dirt. So whether she raised you or not, I maintain my opinion.
She can be a little judgmental. I'll admit that.
My dad hated people like that. What's so funny?
He came over and yelled at Aunt Jo once. Around the time she got the court order to end our visit with Marta. I don't think you were born yet. I just remember his face like veins everywhere, like a cartoon. Incredible Hulk style. He yelled until she threatened to call the cops.
He had a temper when he thought people were being stupid.
Like my aunt.
She was the only one. She wasn't the only one. Once Mom had the idea for a birthday sleepover for me. She was so excited. So many decorations. Did her hair, like permed, dyed. Bought me a new dress. Made Dad wear a bow tie. No one came. Apparently, one of the parents told all of the others that Mom was crazy. So, of course, they didn't want their kids there. Dad told off all the parents. He was not popular at the PTA.
I bet.
It's bullshit, really.
Yeah. People do pretty bullshit stuff when they're scared. Aunt Jo convinced Kat to go on pills. Some crackpot preventative measure shit.
That's stupid. Why would anyone take them without needing to? Mom hates them, says they make her not real.
Well, they're better than the alternative. I was only 5, but I remember stuff. And we didn't have a dad around to fix everything.
Do you... I don't want to... If you don't want to talk about it or whatever, but...
Just spit it out already.
My parents never, and I didn't want to, but I've always wondered about the day they removed you and Kat.
Kat says there's no way I could remember because I was too small.
But do you?
Like snapshots. But I don't know if it's real or what people told me.
What do you remember?
Marta taped up all the outside doors, the windows, told us to stay in the closet so we'd be safe. Then taped up all the openings. Something about spores or spies. I don't really remember. Just the closet, lying there, cramped. Trying to breathe through this crack by the floor, convinced there was no air. Kat pushing on my face, and her breath smelled like pickles. And I had to pee. Kat told me if I peed in the closet, she'd bite my face off. And there were feet, like a shadow, back and forth, fast, through the crack, like she was going to take off. She was talking so fast, pleading with something only she could see. And she told them to take her instead. And her feet just kept going.
I didn't. Nothing like that ever.
When they came, opened the door, hands lifted me, uniform. I think I peed on him. He handed me off like a peppermint. He handed me off to a lady. She smelled like mothballs and peppermint. Then there was sunlight, and Mom was screaming, and my brain shut off.
You called her Mom?
I didn't.
God, why are you both so insistent about that?
It was Kat who started it.
It's stupid.
She said, better to be an orphan than to call any of our options Mom.
But you still use the word Dad for yours.
Well, that's different.
Why? Because he's, what, normal?
That's not why.
Right.
It's just different.
You guys are it's ridiculous. And just so you know, Kat doesn't mind pulling out the mother card when it suits her.
What do you mean?
At the hospital, she put on this sickly, sweet, she's my mother, so I have the right to make decisions bullshit.
She was probably just trying to make sure they took care of her. You said the doctors weren't treating you nicely, so...
You mean she was just taking advantage of an opportunity to put Mom in a corner so neither of you had to be bothered with her?
That's not it.
Isn't it?
Believe it or not, Kat cares about you.
Bullshit.
She does. She was the one who insisted we meet you. When your dad kept us away, she was the one who fought. And after your dad got sick, she was the one who insisted we needed to get more involved.
And yet she doesn't care about Mom at all.
We do care. It's just...
You like to hurt Mom's feelings.
That's not... You have to understand, this person your dad talks about in his journals, that you talk about, I don't know her. We had very different mothers. Yours baked and won pumpkin carving competitions. Mine was afraid of everything and locked me in a goddamn closet for hours.
She said instead, take me instead, when you were in the closet. She was trying to protect you and Kat.
Right. Protect. That's the exact fucking word I would use. And even if that was the case, that she thought she was protecting us, does that make it right?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, can't you try to understand? You think she's so evil. You'd know better if either of you would bother coming to see her.
We do.
Only during crisis, and only when I beg. About every other day.
It's not that simple.
You guys won't even come in the house. After ice cream Saturdays, you drop me off and just be gone.
I don't know how to... It had been so long.
She baked for you. Not just once, but every Saturday. Brownies for you, cookies for Kat. She'd be sweating wearing this pink Kiss the Cook apron. Wanted them to be perfect, so she'd always make so many batches. She'd try to send them out with me, but Dad said, if they want to come, they can damn well come in and get them.
You never said anything.
I shouldn't have had to. You guys would drop me off and then speed off, tires almost squealing, and then she'd be there. Hair all done, nice dress, the smile, standing by the door, hoping, but you never came in. You never fucking came in. She'd pretend that it didn't matter. I'd get so mad. There were so many times I swore I'd never go in again. She had told me I had to. Dad sided with me, but she told him I need to someday. She told him loving doesn't always mean liking, but it always means trying.
I didn't...
It doesn't matter anymore.
I'm sorry.
But it's not too late. She's not dead, you know?
I know. But I can't think of her that way.
She was wrong, you know?
About what?
I don't need you. I can do this on my own.
You shouldn't have to.
You sound like Kat.
But don't you wish
What?
that you had a life?
I do have one.
But a real life?
It's a real life.
But one that's not taking care of someone.
The least I can do is be there for her when she needs me. It's not always like this. We have more good days than bad.
But don't you think she'd be better off somewhere? It could be nice, where people know how to deal with her episodes. I mean, you can visit her all the time, but you could have a life. One where you can actually do something, make something of yourself.
Oh, like you?
What?
What the hell are you doing with your life that's so special?
Fuck you.
You know what? You can go. I told you I don't need you.
Ayla goes to the kitchen and cleans the table vigorously. Gabe follows her into the kitchen.
Els, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have sworn at you.
Just go.
Els, come on.
Don't bother coming back.
All right.
Gabe enters the living room, grabs the journals he was reading and his gaming system and exits. Ayla enters the living room. She hums Blue Heaven and starts to read a journal. Scene 10. Gabe's apartment. Gabe drinking beer, playing video games. The journal's beside him. Explosion sounds.
Come on. You missed him again. Garbage move. Garbage. Fuck off. He's behind the... Damn it.
A knock at the door.
Throw the grenade. Fuck. Might as well shoot me yourself next time. Oh yeah? Bullshit.
A louder knock at the door.
1 minute. My door. Well, I might as well take a break the way you're playing. Fuck you, dude.
Gabe throws the controller. He goes to the door. Kat enters.
Not a good time.
Yeah, I see that. Hard at work, hiding away?
I'm not.
It's been weeks. I've been calling.
I didn't have my phone on.
Really? You didn't have your phone on. You. For 2 weeks.
So fine. I didn't want to answer.
Stop moping.
I'm not.
You're not the only one Ayla's not talking to.
So what?
So if that's why you're in seclusion, feeling sorry for yourself.
It's not. I just didn't feel like talking.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like you felt like bathing either. You stink.
I do not.
Fine. Your place stinks. You read them too?
No.
Bullshit.
Whatever.
Mine are crap. I mean, the way he talks about us.
I'm sure I can guess.
In one part, he calls us mean-spirited, bitter brats, and then crosses it out and writes, heartbroken children. Of all the condescending...
That was probably Marta who wrote that.
What?
In mine too. All the crossed out parts.
So you did read them.
Fine, I did.
Whether it was her or him, I was 27 when he wrote that. So to call me a heartbroken child is just so.
Why do you care what they thought?
I don't.
Right.
Mostly he talks about Ayla, her schoolwork, and the crafts she and Marta did. Stupid games they made up. He even wrote down all the rules and lists and numbers. So many plans and backup plans, solutions, trial and error. It's not the most gripping read.
I doubt he was trying to write a bestseller.
So what did yours say?
One was from before Ayla was born, and one from a couple years ago.
Broad perspective.
So they say stuff.
Thank you, Mr. Eloquent.
If you're so interested, you read them.
What is up your ass?
Nothing.
Obviously something is up between you and Ayla.
I don't know.
That's crap and you know it. She snapped at me and told me to talk to you when I asked her what was wrong. So?
Why are you here?
I can't just come to see my brother?
You could have come over any time in the last 2 weeks. Why now?
I was giving you space.
Okay, then feel free to continue with that.
Why are you so mad at me?
I'm not.
It sure as hell seems like you are.
I'm not.
Gabe starts playing a game on his phone.
Look. Theo wants you to be a groomsman.
Knew there was a reason.
Yeah, okay, you got me. So I just need you to go get fitted for your suit. Wedding's in 2.5 weeks. So I need you to go soon. Like in the next few days.
Why the rush?
We figure why wait? It'll be a simple service in his mother's backyard.
Right.
What? We did.
So you're keeping it.
Seems so.
What made you decide?
Theo figured it out.
Would you have if he hadn't?
Probably. It doesn't matter. So you'll go to the fitting?
I guess.
Fine. That's all I wanted to ask.
Picks up one of the journals.
I'm returning mine. I can bring these two if you're done with it.
Sure.
Well, I'll let you get back to your busy day.
She moves to exit.
Hey, Kat,
What?
are you going to read those before you give them back?
I don't know.
You should.
Why?
You know that song Ayla played over and over?
Yeah.
Did you know that was our dad's song?
What do you mean, his song?
When she was pregnant with you, he used to sing it to her belly. Maybe for me too. Didn't say.
That's in the journals?
Apparently Marta and William had a big argument about it.
Why?
Singing the song your ex-husband sang to your unborn baby is apparently cause for an argument.
It doesn't make any sense. If he hated the song, why'd he sing it?
Because it made her happy. It made her remember us.
How would he know about that anyway? It's not like he knew her when she had us.
She told him.
Doesn't seem like a smart move on her part.
They didn't want secrets. It was the only way for them to exist together. A world without secrets.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, I guess. But it would be nice.
I get it.
What?
Trying to make me feel bad.
I'm not.
So what if I have secrets?
I wasn't saying that.
You should understand better than anyone. Secrets are necessary for survival.
I don't know. Reading these, we thought it was like you and me against the world, but now I'm a shitty person.
You're not that shitty.
We were shitty.
We were survivors. We are allowed to be sometimes.
That's bullshit. We were just like Dad.
We were not.
We left her behind. She was sick and we just shut her out.
He left us too, though. We didn't do that. We made sure Ayla was okay.
Saturdays. 1 day a week. Yeah, gold star for us.
We saw her more after.
Well, yeah, at the end.
It's not our fault. We would have seen her more if he weren't such a control freak asshole about it.
The control freak asshole you talk about. He was a good dad. He took care of his family. He dealt with the shit and the dirty looks, and he stayed. And all we did was make fun of him, ridicule her. tell Poo she's dead? No wonder he didn't want us around.
It's not like we did that to his face.
You think he didn't know? There was a reason he called us bitter brats.
It wasn't my job to make it easy for him.
But it wasn't our job to be crap about to everyone either. At least William stayed and tried. Our dad ran away. But hey, maybe that was a smart decision because he could have a life. Isn't that what you keep telling Ayla to do? So, who are we like? Who the fuck are we like?
We're not like him.
Yeah, you just keep telling yourself that.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Fine. Lock it up. No more talking.
I just don't want... Look. Call me when you want to, okay?
Yep.
Gabe puts on his headset and picks up his controller.
I'm back. Ready to kill some shit?
Kat looks at Gabe for a moment. She exits. Gabe puts the controller down.
Actually, let's do the death and destruction another time.
Gabe takes off his headset and lays back. Scene 11. March's home. Ayla has journals and textbooks around her. She is holding a binder full of papers that she is highlighting. A knock on the door. Ayla answers the door. It's Kat, holding 2 coffee cups. She holds one out towards Ayla.
It's too late for coffee.
It has cinnamon, coconut milk. It's more like dessert than coffee. Or you can have mine if you want. It's tea. Herbal.
No thanks.
How about you just put the coffee on the table? If you want it later, then you can have it.
Fine. Anything else?
Come on, Ayla. Let me in.
Whatever.
Ayla steps back from the door. Kat enters.
Studying?
Sort of.
So you're back in school?
No, I told you I took time off.
Still planning to go back in the fall, though.
I don't know.
You shouldn't take too long off or you'll...
It's my choice.
Nope, you're right. I shouldn't tell you what to do.
Thanks.
So what's all this then?
Preparing?
Give me a little more here.
Mom's coming home tomorrow. I photocopied all of Dad's journals, and I'm highlighting anything that might be useful. I want to be ready. So thanks for the coffee, but I am pretty busy right now.
See that?
So, yeah.
Kat pulls out the journals.
Here.
You took them?
We were trying to help.
You took them without telling me?
I'm sorry. I should have... Anyway, you have them now.
I'm more surprised than anything
Why?
that you took them. Didn't think you were interested.
I wanted to know why he stayed instead of just bailing.
Like yours.
Yeah,
Any answers?
not really. He really loved you.
And her.
Yes. And her. Didn't like us so much.
Yeah, you weren't always the nicest to him when you picked me up.
No,
But it's not like he hated you.
I know that. I do. Did you know he came to see me once?
When?
Around the time he found out he was sick.
Why?
Said he was going to be gone soon. Wanted me to look out for you.
He never told me.
I always thought he hated us. I didn't understand why he would... I mean, me of all people. But then he said the fact I stood up to him so he could see you, somehow that made me strong. And you needed someone strong.
So that's why shopping, groceries, because he told you? Dad made it seem that it was you.
I tried.
But you were still always so 1 foot out the door, standoffish. Why bother trying?
There was something, I don't know, in his eyes when he looked at me. The way he talked about you, smiled when he said your name. He wanted you to be taken care of. You're his daughter. Maybe, I don't know, I wanted... He could have... If things were different,
If your dad had stayed.
My dad never would have stayed. Aunt Jo said even when he was a kid, he ran and hid from trouble.
So then what?
It doesn't matter. It was already too late.
For what?
Just because he wanted my help doesn't mean he liked me.
That's not true. He says a few nice things about you in the journals.
Unlikely.
He doesn't talk about you guys much, not directly, mostly about how much Mom missed you, but there are a few. Do you want me to read them?
No, I believe you. Those are yours. I shouldn't have read them. An intrusion, really. The one Gabe had, really, we shouldn't have.
Thank you for bringing them back. Do you want something to eat? I ordered pizza. Should be here soon.
No, I can't stay long. I just came to return those and to talk.
About the journals?
No.
Then what?
Look, I'm not going to tell you to put Marta someplace anymore. You want to take care of her? That's fine.
Why the change?
A lot of stuff is going on for me right now.
Like what?
I want to be honest with you, okay? I just need a clean slate.
Okay.
There's a lot of things I haven't told you, like the fact that I'm getting married.
What? When?
In 2 weeks.
That's soon.
Yeah.
You think I wouldn't be happy for you? Then why didn't you tell me?
Not that. It's just... Yeah, okay. This is harder than I thought.
What is?
It's just... I knew you wouldn't go along with it.
With what?
I was telling him that she's not alive.
Who? Mom? Why would you say that?
It started in high school. People would ask where my mom was, and I didn't want to tell them the truth. Didn't want people to look at me, waiting for me to go nuts too. I got enough of that at home, so I just thought it might be a good idea if we just pretended. Gabe said if that's what I really wanted, he'd go along with it.
You and him. You're just two peas in an asshole pod.
He only went along with it because I begged.
I think you should go.
I wanted you to understand. To say I'm sorry and that I do love you.
I don't want to hear it.
Please, Ayla, listen to me.
What could you possibly say to make this better?
Reading days? It's like I know him better, know her better, you better. You're happy.
Well, that's just great. Thank you. So satisfying to hear you say that.
I'm glad you were happy. It all sounded so exhausting. Having to be aware all the time, never knowing when I'm not just thinking about myself anymore. If I want to create something solid for my baby, I have to start.
You're pregnant?
Yes.
I'm going to be an aunt?
Not exactly.
But...
Look, I can't do this.
Can't what?
I came here to say goodbye.
What?
I want to have a life. More than this. I need to move forward. Stop thinking about it. Theo gives me us a fresh start. You have to understand. If you just appeared out of thin air one day,
Kat turns away.
So he doesn't know about me.
No.
I see.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're happy. You're free. Just go.
I should. Yes. Bye, Nails. I really do hope you have a nice life.
Kat exits. Ayla aggressively throws the coffee out. She goes back to the coffee table and throws all the journals in the box. She stops and tenderly organizes the journals. She sits back and continues highlighting in the binder. Scene 12. Cat's place. Cat enters and undresses. She stares at herself in the mirror, fills her belly with air, and caresses it. After a moment, she sits to brush her hair, puts on moisturizer, readies for bed during the following. Marta's home. Ayla is making tea.
After I fold this one.
Ayla is making tea.
Do you have any dirty
What?
clothes? Doing another load after I fold this one.
I can do it.
Marta enters carrying a laundry basket.
I'm not an invalid. You should go out.
You've only been home for a few days.
Go out. I'm fine. I don't need you watching me.
I'm not. I like being here.
It's not helping. I had enough of that there. I don't need you reporting on me.
I promise I'm not. I'm not making any reports.
Marta's hands move rapidly. Ayla touches Marta's hand.
Have tea with me. I bought your favorite cookies.
You're going to make me fat.
Live a little.
I love having you home. Don't get me wrong, but school should come first.
Don't worry about it, Mom.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It was my choice.
Will you help me fold these?
Marta takes the basket to the living room.
Of course. You want the tea in there?
Yes, please.
Marta picks up a journal. Ayla enters with tea and cookies.
You read them all?
I did.
I'm glad he gave them to you.
A knock on the door. Marta flinches.
Are we expecting someone? You didn't tell me. Oh no, my hair.
Your hair is fine. It's probably no one.
Ayla answers the door. It's Gabe.
Hi.
Gabriel,
Marta walks to Gabe and touches his face.
you're here.
Gabe gently removes Marta's hands.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have.
It's fine.
You look well.
Thank you.
What are you doing here?
Be nice to your brother, invite him in.
Won't you come in?
Oh, do you want tea?
I'm sure he can't stay long.
Ayla, manners.
I'd love some tea.
I'd love to chat. Oh, my hair. Your
hair looks perfect.
Don't be silly. I'll just be a minute. Ayla, can you get him some tea?
All right.
Marta exits.
She seems
What?
different. Normal almost.
Oh, thank you for such a kind analysis.
That's not... She seems like she's doing better. That's all I was saying.
So that's enough then?
What?
Got enough info to pat yourself on the back and disappear?
I'm not... that's not why I'm here.
What do you want then?
To talk?
Kat made it very clear.
He doesn't speak for me.
That's new.
I told her I wouldn't lie anymore.
Okay.
I shouldn't have done it in the first place.
You think?
Please, just...
Bet that went over well with Kat.
I told her I didn't want to be part of the lie anymore. That she needed to tell the truth or I walk. She said she refuses to go backward anymore, and if I won't move forward with her, then I was welcome to go.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, at least now I don't have to wear a suit.
What about being an uncle?
It's up to Kat now. It's not my... I can't.
I see.
I thought maybe... I thought if I could... If I came around more, I could... When you go back to school, look in and... You know,
We'll be fine on our own.
please. I'm trying to make things...
To make yourself feel better?
No, that's not it. I just want to... I just wanted to... I don't want to be like my... I don't want to just leave.
Is that what this is all about? Guilt? If so, then we don't need it.
That's not what this is.
I absolve you, okay? Go live the lie. Be a brother. Be an uncle.
Ayla, just... Please, just listen.
Well, what is it you think you're going to get out of this?
That's not the point.
Oh, yeah?
You said it's not too late.
What?
It took a while to set in, but it's not too late. Is it?
Marta enters wearing a nice dress.
You didn't get him any tea.
We were talking.
You look nice.
I wanted to be fit for company. Is Katrina coming too?
Not today.
I don't think Kat's going to be coming around anymore.
Oh, I see. I guess I'll get you that tea.
Marta heads towards the kitchen.
Wait, Mom? Gabe plans on visiting more. Is that okay with you?
That's... Of course it is.
And maybe he can take you to some of your doctor's appointments.
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Thank you. That would be nice.
Maybe you can help with folding while I make the tea.
He's our guest. He shouldn't have to.
No, I'll help.
That's good of you.
Ayla exits to the kitchen. Gabe starts folding. Badly.
No, put the edges together first. Less wrinkles.
Like this?
Gabe refolds with Marta's assist. Marta touches his cheek.
Thank you.
For what?
She needed you.
You're my family, so of course I was there.
She's lucky to have you.
They fold. Kat's place. Kat starts humming to her belly. Marta looks at Kat, listening. Marta walks to Kat.
What are you looking at?
Marta strokes Kat's hair. Kat doesn't react.
Mom?
Marta looks back at him.
Hales told me about a song you like. I was thinking you could teach me?
Marta kisses Kat's head, crosses back to Gabe, and sits.
What song?
Blue Heaven or something?
Oh, that's an oldie.
How does it go again?
Marta sings. Kat hums. Ayla pours the tea. The end.
Day is ending. Birds are wending back to the shelter of each little nest they love. Night shades falling. Lovebirds calling. What
And that was Behind the Door by Megan Andres. We're going to get started with our little Q&A with our playwright, Megan Andres. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below and we might be able to discuss them. Hey, Megan.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm watching on YouTube and it's a little delayed, so I'm find you guys.
Yeah. Probably people pop in and out here. So how was that?
It was great. I really enjoyed it. There's certain things that I like put my head under a pillow because I want to change, but like you guys did amazing.
Can you talk to us a little bit about your process? So Megan, this was her thesis play as part of her MFA program at UBC. Can you talk to us a little bit about that process?
Yeah, so I mean, it was a 2-year sorry, I'm just going to leave to the other room because my partner wants to watch it on YouTube. See where it is on my YouTube. Okay. I'm going to go in the dark for a sec. Well, so it was an interesting process because when I was in Winnipeg, I was working as in an independent living program for people with mental illness. And so I had that on the brain when I went to UBC. And so that was my thesis, that I had to write a play. So it was just kind of turning in my head the whole time. And then I had a meltdown in my year 2, and I just stayed up all night and started writing the first scene. And then it just kind of came. It was inspired by a client that I had, not anything in the play at all, but just like the experience of having your kids taken away from you because you have a mental illness, and then just never being able to recover from it. No matter, like, this person was super stable, had their life together, was like the mom of the independent living program, and she just could never get her kids back. And so like that is what kind of spurred it. And just the idea of having what would happen if you had one person who had 2 children like 15 years apart, where they had their kids taken away and then they had another kid. And so it was just that kind of situation to explore both sides of the coin.
And you were talking, you mentioned to me before that you'd had a workshop production of the play. How did that, tell me about that process.
Yeah, it was a stage, well, in Vancouver, you lose actors in theater to film all the time. So I went through about 7 actors, I think. I had one actor who kind of stayed throughout the whole thing. And so we ended up doing a staged reading. So we did full set, well, not full set, but kind of an idea of a set. We performed it at the Dorothy Somerset studio. We had an invited audience. And it was just a really good production. You never think with staged readings or workshop productions that you're not going to get annoyed by like people holding the scripts, but I like knew they were holding scripts. I directed it when I was out in Vancouver as well. And I just forgot that they were holding scripts. And that was the experience of a lot of the audience during our feedback as well. Sorry, I keep forgetting I'm on camera here.
Sam has a question. I'm just going to pop her here.
Hey, you said that you wanted to see something changed. I would love to know, what section would you like to change now that you've seen it a couple of times? What edits would you like to put in your next version?
It's scene 2. Scene 2, I need to change in it. It's even during the workshop production, I knew I wanted to change things in it, but you're kind of in it with actors and you're like, how can I fix this? I don't know what's wrong. Even hearing it now, reading it every time, I'm like, So I was working with Brian Drader at Manitoba Association of Playwrights, and he kind of put on the key to me is that it's just kind of so much exposition. So I just need to figure out that scene, because it is an important scene where people have to know the information that's going on. But I'm the kind of playwright who hates when I feel like I'm hitting the head with a plyboard of, oops, there I am, exposition. So so that's kind of like what I want to fiddle with. It's just scene 2. I was amazed, actually, once we hit scene 4, like just watching it, I had it on my TV and I just got really emotional watching you guys. Like when you started talking, like when you come alive after the oatmeal and all of that, I just started crying and I was like, oh my God, I wrote this, which was just a weird experience for me because I haven't really explored it since 2017. So thank you.
So I had a question about the portrayal of the mental illness in the play. So you had worked with people with mental illness before, and so you obviously picked very specific symptoms to put in the play. Can you talk to me a little bit about how we create mental illness on stage and why you chose the specific symptoms that you did?
Well, a lot of the clients I worked with did have schizophrenia. I never name it in the play because there is a lot of other illnesses that can mirror or mimic that as well. But that was my specific experience. One thing that I struggled with a lot is that a lot of my mentors, because doing my thesis, I had thesis advisors. I had a theater one and a creative writing one, and both of them from both sides would tell me, we need more of the mental illness. We need to see more breakdowns. We need to see more psychotic breaks. But to me, that's not what the story was about. That's not what inspired the story, I guess. It was, I think, necessary to put in the play, but I didn't want to focus on it too heavily, because the one thing that really struck me when working in an independent living program was the families, like the family responses. Some people were so intimately involved in their, like, while they're in this program. Some of them just put it in there as a way to just have them out of their lives. Some people would like pay lots of money and like get super mad at like the workers because they're not doing groceries or whatever, but like they would never visit their family. And so it was like this very weird kind of dichotomy of what I wanted to focus on. Like I needed the audience to understand like mental illness and like that specific state. I don't know if it was read in these stage directions, but my hope in the audience is like that there was like those voices are speakers within the audience or actors in the audience or something, so that the audience can experience that kind of visceral reaction as well.
Yeah.
But for me, it wasn't about mental illness portrayed on stage. It was about the response to mental illness.
Yeah.
And I really tried to highlight both of those kind of spectrums, I guess, ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. So I actually got a question about the play through Messenger.
Yeah.
And this is someone I know that also works with people with mental illness. And they're saying he says, I'm not sure if this was previously mentioned, but did Marta have a diagnosis?
I mean, I don't mention it on purpose.
Yeah.
For me, it was schizophrenia because that was, and particularly like in this instance, it's catatonia.
Yeah.
But I specifically didn't want to name it, because what happens when we name things and label them is we put a stigma on them. Oh, okay, schizophrenia. I'm going to discount that person. And I just didn't want to do that. Like, it wasn't the schizophrenia play. It was a play about a family who was dealing with a mother who was having a psychotic break and kind of coming together.
Yeah, and that's actually something I really appreciated. I also, as you know, work a lot with disability theater, and it's interesting to see shows that include mental illness and disability without making it the center, because it's a human story. It's about this family, and I really liked that.
Thank you.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts that kind of shocked me is when you find out that Kat's been lying to her partner about her mother being dead. And she also makes that flip at the end to say that she doesn't want Ayla in her life anymore because of this. And that was such a striking, sad moment. And I am rarely surprised in plays. It was quite nice.
Well, for me, I like plays that lead me in a direction and and then flip it on me. I don't like all of the pieces to be laid out in a path so that by the time we get the puzzle, we already knew what the picture was. I like to be like that last piece.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is a different picture than I thought it was. So I really appreciate that you said that, because I don't know, that scene still moves me. Like, I wrote it. It's very, like, there's like that sequence of scenes with like Gabe and Ayla, and then the one with Kat and Ayla, that I read them and it's like I didn't write them. Like, I know when I was writing them, I remember like writing and typing away, and then all of a sudden there's like tears like down my face, and I didn't know why, but it's still, when I watch it, when I see other people like read it, like in the workshop reading it here, I like find myself getting really emotional, and I think that's good that I hit on something that like, but I'm glad that other people are emotional as well, and I'm not just a suck.
So that's about all for me. Is there anything that you wanted to add? Anything you wanted to say about the play?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to read it because, like, as I mentioned, my computer is kaput. So this is an old version. This is my thesis submitted version. I have done some edits since then. I guess my question for the cast, a lot of the comments I get, or the criticisms I get, are that Ayla is too, I don't know the word, because she doesn't want to take the they lose sympathy for Ayla because she doesn't want to take her to the hospital because they think that she's too that she's like to the opposite of what society believes, like that she could take her at home. Irresponsible is the word. Did you guys find that she's so irresponsible that you lose all belief in her?
Well, let's ask them. What do you guys think?
Ooh, that's a good. Thanks.
I loved Ayla. She had balls.
Oh,
Am I allowed to say that?
oh good.
Had chutzpah. She was brave. Kat was the everyman. Don't we all selfishly act in our own self-interest?
I feel like it was a very responsible reaction because, like, psychiatric hospitals are not fun, and like any kind of like doctors are wonderful and great, but they also the hospital industry and contracts can be very damaging to people, and it's very like depersonalizing. And so I really understood her as like not wanting to lose that kind of control in that way, especially because she's only 20 and she saw that's what her dad did. So I completely understand, because you, like, as a family member, can lose that control or like the support of that family member if you let them go into the hospital. What about you guys? What do you think?
Thank you.
When I was reading it, the first time I read it and then this time around as well, I was like, you know what? I don't have much experience with the subject matter, but I see where this character is coming from, and it made a lot of sense to me. Because I was like, it makes sense. No wonder she wants to keep her mom home, and people want to hold on to those little comforts, and there's good reason to, because once you're plucked out of your environment, it's weird, and when people aren't nice and aren't familiar, it's even weirder, I could imagine. And it just highlighted the complexity of how to deal with this sort of scenario, and it showed it in a caring way, not in a mean way. She was very caring. I like the character.
Yeah, I think it's such a complicated situation. It's such, like, how no one can know what kind of decisions they're going to make in that situation until they're in it. And to say that, oh, this person is too much like this in such an extreme and emotional situation, I don't think to dismiss someone like that is unrealistic. I liked her. I think she's a good character. Not just like her as a character, but a good character as well as a good person, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Kaeleigh, do you have anything to add?
No, I think I agree with what everyone said, and also she has experience. She's seen her mom have to go in the hospital and experienced it firsthand, what her mom's been like when she's returned from it, whereas Kat and Gabe have not. They think it's just mom goes off somewhere for X amount of time and comes back, quote unquote, normal, right? The way that they want to see her. And, Ayla is the one who hears about the experience, and she actually listens to her mom, and she has her mom's back and is an advocate for her mom, even when her mom cannot speak for herself. And I think also there's a part of it, not wanting to maybe admit defeat, that she's failed her mom, she's failed her dad. Like, one of the last things she promised her dad before he died was that she would not do this, not take her to the hospital. And so in letting them take her to the hospital, she's let down her father and her mom, and herself, right? Feeling weak, perhaps, thinking that she can handle it. I know there's, so many people who are like that, who don't want to ask for help, or, think they don't need help. So there's that as well. So I think that she's well-meaning, and a good person. who is over her head, right? A little bit, or it doesn't know that she is. Yeah.
I really appreciated Gabe's character arc. Like the redemption arc is pretty classic, but it was like it did kind of make me emotional at the end the first time I read it, because it is this beautiful reversal, and you expect Kat to be the responsible one, and Gabe ends up making those changes, which, like, yeah, his character gets so much better over time, and I really appreciated him. Yeah. Do you have any other questions for us, Megan?
No, I just want to thank Ray for playing Call of Duty so I could write those scenes. It's like 100% real life. Just watching the YouTube video.
So many dogs. That's what everyone doesn't know about Megan's life is that it's Ray playing Call of Duty and dogs, right?
Yeah, it's very important. Call of Duty is the game they're playing. I think that if people don't know that, then they just can't do the play. So is this a play you guys would want to see on stage?
Yes.
Oh, totally. Yeah. All the stage time we have available to us right now,
Yeah, I have. It's there's plans, and then COVID. So, yeah. All my friends who started the workshop production is hoping to put it on in Vancouver, actually. So.
Oh, that's exciting.
The cat character was written for a specific actor in Vancouver. I love her. Her name's Julie Disher. She's one of the most amazing actors. You did an amazing job, Kaeleigh. Don't worry about saying you didn't. But she's the only person who has kind of gone through the whole thing. And then I had some wonderful people. So hopefully you guys can do the play here. You guys all did amazing. I was like thinking while I was watching. I'm like, oh, we've got a Winnipeg version. So it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Great. Thank you guys for reading.
We gotta work on your Call of Duty though, Eric.
I don't play Call of Duty. I'm sorry.
It was Zelda.
Yeah. We need a little bit more oomph.
Yeah.
A little bit more neighbors complaining about the noise. So
you gotta go learn from Ray.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you guys for reading with us. Thank you, Megan, for sharing your play. And thank you, everyone that tuned in. Thanks for playing with us.
Thanks for putting it together, Hannah.
Oh, shucks. You're welcome. Have a good night.